Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. Today we're going to take a look at some more figures from Hasbro's Build a Weapon series of 3 3/4 inch action figures, and in today's review we're going to take a look at some more characters from The Force Awakens. Today's review is going to focus on a blink and you'll miss it character, and that is none other than this guy, the rather creepy looking Hassk Thug. Now, as I mentioned, this is a blink and you'll miss it character that you only briefly see in The Force Awakens during the Maz Kanata's castle scene. As Han Solo, Rey and Finn and BB-8 and I think Chewbacca as well all enter Maz Kanata's castle, you just see these guys very briefly walking past the doorway. You don't see them from the front, you only see them from the back. But obviously Hasbro thought that they were interesting enough characters to give us an action figure of them, and I've got to say I'm really glad that they did. Despite being a throwaway character, the action figure is very, very nice indeed. And in a little bit of trivia for you guys, this guy actually belongs to a group of triplets, known as the Hassk triplets, coincidentally enough. These guys come in packs of 3 apparently, and I'm not sure whether this is a character-specific Hassk Thug, but there is one known as Varmic, who Funko have made into a pop vinyl figure. So whether or not this is the same character, I'm not sure. But if you do want to recreate the Hassk triplets, then obviously you can pick up 3 of these guys and add them to your displays. And if you do want to add one of these figures, or 3 for your collection, then there is a link down below in the video description where you can do so. So before we take a look at the figure in more detail, let's take a look at the packaging that this guy comes in. And once again, we do have the standard Force Awakens packaging design for this figure. At the top of the card we have the Kylo Ren brand image and Force Awakens logo, and then just below that we do have a very Wolfman-like image of the Hassk Thug. Gotta say, that is a very grotesque image. Definitely looks like something out of a Hammer horror film. Very creepy indeed. As you can see, this figure does belong to the Forest mission of Build a Weapon figures, and on the back of the box we do get a rundown of some of the other figures available in this theme. So we do of course have the Hassk Thug himself, we have Han Solo and Rey in her Resistance outfit. Now once again, I've picked up all of these figures from this wave, so I've been able to complete the Build a Weapon piece, and I will give you a look at that in my final review, which will be of Han Solo, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So that is the packaging that the Hassk Thug comes in. Now let's take a look at the figure that we get inside. And before we do, I'll just quickly give you a look at the Build a Weapon piece that we get with the figure. And that is this, what appears to be some sort of backpack contraption. Although again, it doesn't quite have the same appeal as the backpack that was included with Admiral Akbar. With this one, we have a sort of backpack that sits just over your figure, like so, and then you've got a couple of handles that pop up at the side where you can attach the other pieces just on there. And again, I'll give you a look at that later on down the line. So a throwaway piece in many ways. Not a huge fan of this one. It's a little bit flimsy, a little bit thin, and just a little bit boring really. So not a huge fan of this one, but it is what it is. The real attraction of this one is of course the Hassk Thug himself. So without further ado, let's take a look at him. Now, as I said, this figure is very, very cool. Even though he was a throwaway character in the movie, the figure itself is absolutely stunning, and I'm really, really impressed with the way Hasbro have handled this one. Not only have they knocked the sculpt out of the park, but the paint applications are nice and crisp as well, and there's just a great level of detail going on with this figure. This is one of the prime examples of what I say when what I mean when I say that I'm happy for Articulation to remain at 5 points as long as sculpt and paint applications are on point. And with this one, they definitely are. Hasbro have captured great detail in the fur. There's a really nice weathered and dirty looking effect to the overall figure itself. As you can see, different shades of brown and grey in the fur there. You've also even got little details like little spokes of fur individually sculpted. I'll show them against the black curtain there so you can get a better look at them. But just absolutely stunning sculpt work on this figure. As you can see, all that fur just flings off the figure, and it just looks really, really nice. So big thumbs up goes out to Hasbro for their execution of this figure. Again, detail and sculpt is absolutely phenomenal. As you can see, the head sculpt is really nicely done. I love this menacing look that the Hassk Thug has. Sculpted onto the torso there, we do have this ammo pouch there with what appears to be a pouch for a dagger or some sort of knife or blade. You've also got this sort of leather look to the satchel or tunic or whatever this is. Loincloth, I guess. Didn't really want to use that word, but I guess that's what it is, so no need to beat around the bush. Again, really cool look on there, great detail, nice rips, tears, and a nice weathered look. And in terms of accessories, we do get this blaster, which looks to be the same type of weapon included with the 6-inch Guardian Enforcer. So if you do want to pick up a few of these figures, and you have a few of these spare weapons lying around, you can always give some of those to your 3 3/4-inch Guardians just to complete their look, which is very cool. And in terms of articulation, the Hassk Thug does come with a limited amount. I do imagine there should be some sort of articulation in their head, although it's hindered by the sculpted fur. You also have hinges, or swivels rather, at the shoulders and swivels at the hips. Again, great sculpting on this figure, great detail, so articulation or lack of it is not a problem for me personally, and I would highly recommend this figure. You know, if you're a fan of aliens and weird and wonderful creatures from Star Wars, then this is definitely a must-have figure. And once I've picked up Maz Kanata from the Takodana Encounter figure, or figure set rather, I can't wait to complete a display with all the weird looking aliens from the film. Even though some of them didn't play a crucial role in The Force Awakens, we did get some really cool new designs for some aliens in the film. So again, I'll be sure to assemble them all and snap a few pictures and share them on my Instagram account, which you can find a link for in the video description, by the way. So that is going to do it for the Hassk Thug from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Very cool figure indeed, and a highly recommended one at that. So again, be sure to check out the link in the video description if you want to purchase this figure. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll be back with more very soon. Got 2 very cool characters to give you a look at next, so make sure you stay tuned for those. And until next time, as always, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.